Today we're going to be checking out the biggest chess cheating scandal ever by Penguins. But before we get into that, check out my website, thecookiecodes.com. You can find it in the link in the description box down below. If you play Roblox, it's a game where you can find all the working Roblox codes for any Roblox game. And also, if you come up here to the top and click on this free Robux button, you can enter our free monthly Robux giveaway. Check it out right now at thecookiecodes.com. First link in the description box down below. And let's get into today's video, guys, which once again is the biggest chess cheating scandal ever. That's kind of like a tongue twister in my opinion, but this is by Penguins, dude. A video by Penguins. Another video by Penguins, may I add. We've been reacting to so many Penguins videos, dude. I absolutely love this dude. And I'm interested to see what's going on here, because I actually saw something about a chess scandal recently, and I think that's what he's talking about, is this chess scandal where someone was like caught cheating, or I don't know if he was caught, but like speculations of him cheating happened. So I'm interested to see what this is. Let's go and get into it.
If you're standing up, you're going to want to sit down. You're going to want to take a seat for this news. It's hard-hitting, like getting a call that Niemann slipped and fell, except this isn't sad news. This is truly just baffling news. Right now in the chess community, there is a cheating scandal that's been going on for a couple weeks now that is so nefarious and so dubious, it'll have you questioning everything in your life. You won't know what's real and what's fake anymore once I reveal this to you. You'll start wondering if your parents are even your real biological parents, you know? It's gonna change your universe, you know? You'll start wondering, is the queen even dead? It goes so...
What happened, bro? I'm actually curious, dude. I'm actually curious what happened, dude. Like, what happened, bro?
Deep beyond...
Like, I don't even know if it's proven. Like, I saw that, like, there were speculations that he was cheating, but I don't think it was proven.
Yes, like, I don't care if you have no interest in chess whatsoever. I really think this cheating scandal is still going to be captivating to you.
Okay.
Now, if you watch my streams, twitch.tv/moistcritical, feel free to stop in, stream every day, put a few extra inches on your penis. I've been following this since it happened, since ground zero, patient zero. The day that this began, I was actively following it on stream and going over everything as it developed. And now we've reached the point where it's spiraled so far out of control that it's just inducing madness. I feel like that scene in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where he's got like the corkboard with all of the evidence and everything pointing to one name, Pepe Sylvia. Like, it's become so convoluted and crazy. I just need to give you a quick spoiler to get you hooked on this story. The cheating allegations involve high-tech anal beads vibrating in a chess grandmaster's ass to transmit the best possible moves in order to win it.
That's what I heard, dude. That's what I heard. That's actually what I heard about this whole cheating thing, dude. That's wild, bro. That's crazy, dude. I'm sorry, but that just sounds so funny. That just sounds like so wild, dude. Like, you would cheat. Like, how would you cheat in that way? That's so funny, bro. That's crazy.
Vibrating in a chess grandmaster's ass to transmit the best possible moves in order to win a match. That's the level of wildness we're dealing with here. I can't wait to share it. So let's get into it. I can't show any clips from the actual chess tournament where all this took place, or even subsequent clips of interviews, because as I understand it, they're very strict with that. So I'm just going to have to paint a picture with words and show you some corresponding tweets and articles and everything.
Okay.
So in a nutshell, what happened is the #1 chess player in the world, Magnus Carlsen, was competing in a tournament and was facing off against Hans Niemann, a very strong grandmaster, however not nearly to the level of Magnus Carlsen. This should have been an absolute steamroll. Everyone expected Magnus to just blue waffle Hans here, just kind of a throwaway, especially considering that Magnus Carlsen was playing the white pieces. For those that aren't familiar with chess, white pieces move first. And in the upper echelon of chess, that's a difference maker. It's a huge advantage. So you have the best player in the world with an advantage facing off against the...
I don't know much about chess, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there. I don't know much about chess. I know a little bit about chess. I played it a few times in the past, but I just don't know like a huge deal about it. So just keep that in mind.
Lowest rated player in the tournament. You'd expect a fat W from...
Wait, what?
An advantage facing off against the lowest rated player in the tournament.
Oh, the lowest rated player. The dude who may be cheating is the lowest rated player in the tournament? That's interesting, bro. That kind of puts things into perspective a little bit and kind of like focuses, it kind of brings up the question, like, are you actually cheating? Because like, yo, you're the lowest rated and you're going against like one of the highest rated, right? So like, obviously if you're winning like with a landslide, that's kind of sus, man.
You'd expect a fat W from Magnus here, but that's not the result that we got in this dimension. I'm sure in every other multiverse out there, Hans Niemann lost this match. But in this one, the one that we currently reside, Hans Niemann won. He beat Magnus Carlsen. So that alone was enough to raise eyebrows. But what set off the cheating allegations...
It's fair. It's a fair way to look at it. It's a fair way to... Like, I don't know how to say... I don't know how to put this into words, but it's fair. It's fair that people would think that he is cheating. Because when you're the lowest rated player in the whole entire tournament, and then you go against the highest rated player, or at least one of the highest rated players, and you somehow landslide win, like, that just is kind of suspicious, man.
And all of this speculation was the subsequent interview. When Hans Niemann was interviewed about this absolutely colossal triumph, he gave a questionable interview that was a little weird, kind of all over the place. And you'd expect that because he's young. Hans Niemann is a 19-year-old kid. You know, he's not...
I'm 19 as well, so...
Like a chiseled, old veteran, you know? He doesn't have, like, a graying goatee. He's not like a fucking Master Roshi or anything. Like,
right.
So you'd kind of expect him to be a little scatterbrained here.
Yeah, I mean, if I was in that situation... And look, I'm 19 as well. So if I was in that situation, I would feel the same exact way, dude. I would just not know what to say. Or just, like... I would just fold under the pressure, bro.
Which is what I thought... You know, now granted, I'm not like a chess authority, I'm not a top player, I'm a fucking tiny pea-brained 1100 player, but even still, you know, it's a young man who just pulled off one of the biggest upsets in chess history. I wouldn't have expected him to give a fully buttoned-up interview and analysis, but during the interview, he said that he actually studied the line Magnus played against him beforehand, which was setting off all kinds of alarm bells. Now, keep in mind, this is a massive upset. The chess community was more willing to believe the Earth was flat than believe Magnus Carlsen lost with the white pieces. So they were already a little on edge with some question marks, and when Hans Niemann said that he had actually studied Magnus's line, everyone immediately flocked to the chess database to see when Magnus played this line prior. And it seems he'd only ever played it once. So a lot of people were
interesting. So there's a place you can go to check, like, how or when they played certain things. Like, that's interesting, dude. Once again, I'm not a huge fan of chess or anything. I don't even know much about chess, so I don't know many of this stuff here, especially the pro tournaments and stuff. But that's interesting, dude. If you only played it once, or you only practiced once, I guess you could say, that's really kind of sus, man. Especially since he's saying he practiced it a lot beforehand, before playing. And if it shows that he only practiced once, but of course, like, does it show everything? Like, or is it only showing certain instances? I don't know.
Questioning, why would Hans Niemann study this line when it's not something Magnus is known for? It's not something he's ever really played before. Why would Hans Niemann have just studied this right before the tournament? So then they start picking apart the interview and noticing that some of the things Hans was saying weren't fully correct. And keep in mind, these aren't just like normal spectators. I'm talking grandmasters. Like, the best of the best chess players were all opining on this situation and giving their perspective on it. And then Magnus Carlsen made this tweet, which really set everything off.
I've withdrawn from the tournament. I've always enjoyed playing in the chess club and hope to be back in the future.
Magnus Carlsen announced that he was withdrawing from the tournament following his loss to Hans Niemann, and then posted that very famous YouTube clip of the coach saying, "If I say anything, I'm going to be in trouble, so I'm not going to say anything." And obviously this is an insinuation of foul play. That's how...
Right. Yeah, I saw this. I saw this as well. So yeah, he posted that, and he's kind of insinuating that this dude that he lost to did actually cheat. But of course, I don't know. How would you know, though? Like, that's the thing. Like, yeah, you can put all these things together and be like, yeah, maybe he cheated, or like, most likely he cheated. But like, how would you know for certain? Like, I don't think you would be able to know for certain.
The chess community took it. That's how pretty much any sensible person would take it. Him tweeting this out with the "if I say anything, I'm in trouble" and withdrawing immediately had everyone believing that Magnus Carlsen was softly accusing Hans of cheating.
For sure.
Following this, the biggest chess streamer in the world, Hikaru Nakamura, explained on stream that Hans Niemann had actually been banned from chess.com before for cheating during some matches. Shortly after all the cheating
Oh, okay. Now that's some stuff we need to add. That right there is some stuff we need to add. Because if he's been banned before for cheating and, like, not necessarily tournaments, but cheating in other instances, I think that should be brought up as, like, okay, maybe he is cheating. You know what I'm saying?
Accusations came to light.
That's a good evidence. That's a good evidence base.
Hans Niemann was then banned from chess.com. So, now you're all caught up to speed on what exactly happened, but you're questioning, how could he have possibly cheated? And that's where this conspiracy goes fucking insano style. The leading theory across all of the major outlets is Hans Niemann was using anal beads that vibrated to instruct him what moves to make.
I'm sorry, dude. I am so sorry. I have to bring this up, dude. I have to bring this up, dude. Okay, so Hans, right? The dude that won, the dude that's in question of being a cheater. Why does he look like a young Jack Harlow? And I'm not just saying that, bro. Like, why does he look like a young Jack Harlow? Okay, let me just prove to you, okay, really quickly. Let me just prove to you that he looks like a young Jack Harlow, okay? Let's go to here. Let's check out this right here, okay? Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get the image. Okay, this is the dude that won. This is the dude that's getting speculated of cheating, okay? Doesn't he look like a young Jack Harlow? I'm sorry, I have to bring it up because when I saw this thumbnail first, the first thing I thought was, Jack Harlow? I literally thought that, bro. He looks exactly like Jack Harlow if he had, like, more puffy hair. Like, dude, I don't know, man. Is it just me, or does he look just like Jack Harlow? Like, let's look at it from a distance, okay? That's Jack Harlow. Like, a younger Jack Harlow. Like, you feel me, bro? Like, let me know in the comments if you agree with me, dude. But let's get back into the video.
Against Magnus Carlsen in the match. I'm not fucking kidding.
Okay.
To instruct him what moves to make against
Yeah, that's weird, bro. That's
Niemann
so
was
weird.
using anal beads that vibrated to instruct him what moves to make against Magnus Carlsen in the match. I'm not fucking kidding. This is the leading theory on how Hans Niemann cheated against Magnus Carlsen. So in order to fully digest this entree, I'm going to need to explain how cheating in chess can possibly work. A lot of them are galaxy brain schemes. Now, for those that aren't familiar with chess, there's engines. There's basically chess bots that will always know the best possible moves in any given situation, any position on the board.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. But that would be... Okay, I'm sorry, dude. When I was little, right, I used to go on Minecraft, and I used to hack, bro. Not, like, hack people's accounts or anything, but, like, use hacked clients and stuff to, like, get advantages. It's stupid. Don't do that, because you will get banned. But yeah, it's the same sort of situation. Like, you just have an advantage with this bot. And yeah, I never knew, like, chess had those type of bots, but that's really interesting. And I feel like when I was little, I would use that. Even now, I try and use that, honestly, and I don't even play chess. I just use it for fun. Why not?
Basically, chess...
But don't do it. You'll probably get banned.
Bots that will always know the best possible moves in any given situation, any position on the board. One of them is called Sockfish. So, Sockfish has actually been modified in order to fit in someone's shoe. And this was tested by an
what?
Independent player who put the Sockfish bot in his shoe. He calls it Sockfish. And it was able to transmit the best possible moves for his match, and it worked to a pretty decent degree of success, though of course needed further refining, but the technology does exist. It worked by sending pulsing to his foot that would basically work like Morse code, so it would pulse and tell him what position to move what piece and where. So pretty fucking...
That's interesting, bro. That's crazy.
Cool. Now, obviously, that's illegal. You can't sneak a chess bot to play for you.
Yeah, but it's cool, bro. I'm sorry. I agree with him, bro. It's cool. Like, it's a cool bot, bro.
It's cheating, but I think the point of this experiment was to show that it is possible. And he didn't do this in, like, a legitimate match. He revealed to his opponent, who found it humorous. But it is pretty impressive technology, so it's not far-fetched to think that anal beads couldn't accomplish the same thing as James Stanley's Sockfish. If you take the same idea, where you take Sockfish...
I just don't see it, man. I just don't see how that's possible, bro. I don't see how he would actually do that, dude.
In the Raspberry Pi for the shoe.
I don't see him actually doing that, if that's what I'm gonna say. I don't see him sitting there and actually doing that. Like, that's just crazy, bro.
Use it for your asshole. It could send vibrations or pulses through your rectum and work the same way as Sockfish. It would vibrate your colon in a way that would tell you the position to move on the board. So it can exist. Like, it's not super far-fetched. Like, we're not in the realm of sci-fi. It's not a fantasy. You could technically make some kind of butt plug that runs Sockfish and just have it vibrate Morse code for where you should move your pieces. It can, you know, theoretically exist. Now, whether or not Hans Niemann had a butt plug or anal beads in that did this, it's up for anyone's guess. Only God knows, and only Hans Niemann's butthole knows. The thing with chess cheating is you can never be 100% sure either way, because...
I'm gonna have to go with a no, bro. I'm sorry. I know, I get that he probably was cheating, okay? I understand that, and I am leaning more towards, yeah, he was cheating. But I don't think it was in that way. I'm sorry, it's just so out of, like, the blue, bro. It's so wild, bro. It's such a wild thing to, like, think about, bro. Like, I don't see it, bro.
I'd be 100% sure either.
But I could be wrong.
Either way. Because for a Grandmaster to cheat, they'd only really need to hear one thing. A cough that indicates there's a tactic on the board or anything. Because they're all so good. If they just have even the slightest hint that there's something there, they will find it pretty quickly. So no one's 100% sure how prevalent cheating is. However, there's only been a few cases of cheating being caught at the top level. The most famous being about a decade ago during an Olympiad. There was a very high IQ plot to cheat where the teammate would send a coded text to another teammate, and then they would sit at a particular table which corresponded to a position on the board, and judging by where they were sitting, the player would then know what moves to make fundamentally. So by changing where they were sitting, they were transmitting information to the player, which obviously isn't allowed.
That's interesting, bro. That's really interesting.
Very galaxy brain shit, but this was caught and they did receive punishment for it. So yeah, it has happened before, but it's not something common. Now let's get back into this case specifically. Hans Niemann has been very outspoken. He's addressed all the rumors and every outlandish claim imaginable. He's been very open with everything. Now I want to give my personal perspective here, and I've talked about it on stream. I don't think Hans Niemann cheated.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that was his take on it. Yeah, I think he may have cheated because, you know, once again, these are professionals that are looking at this, and the professionals are saying that he's cheating. And then also that coded thing where, you know, the loser sent out, and I don't mean to call him a loser, I mean the person that lost sent out the tweet, obviously kind of hinting at the fact that the dude was cheating, that Hans was cheating. And so I feel like he could be, and I'm leaning more towards that direction. But interesting, I'm interested to hear why Penguins think he's not cheating.
Really don't. The security was super tight at this event, and they were very thorough with their checks. In chess, they have checks to make sure that you're not smuggling in anything illegal or anything unsavory, unprofessional. You know, nothing that would give you an advantage. So, during the beginning of this match, I can't show you the clip, but I'll show you a quick picture. They had a guy with a wand scanning Hans's entire body, top to bottom, even going as far as to investigate his gum. Even check...
Okay. That's interesting. I didn't know that. If he was cheating in the method and the way that they're saying he cheated, did they scan that section? It's such a weird, bro. It's such a weird thing to talk about. It's such a weird thing to talk about, bro. Did they scan that section, bro? Because if they did, and if they didn't, it's a possibility. But once again, it's such a crazy thing, bro. It's such a crazy thing to say that he did this thing. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, dude. I don't believe that sort of thing. Like, I'm personally not gonna say that that's true. I'm not. Until there's actual evidence, I'm not gonna say that he actually did this method of cheating. I do think he could have cheated in other ways, though. So, I don't know. But yeah, this is interesting, and I think this is important.
Scanning Hans's entire body, top to bottom, even going as far as to investigate
top to bottom,
his gum. Even checking his shoes, probably looking for Sockfish. Checking every nook and cranny of Hans Niemann's body without actually doing a cavity search. You know, he didn't give him like the Naruto 1,000 years of pain up the asshole or anything, but he came pretty close. And he didn't find anything. So I just think it's highly unlikely Hans Niemann was able to pull a fast one on the chess organization here. I don't think he was able to smuggle in any secretive nanobot anal beads, because I feel like that would have been picked up by the wand this guy was scanning him with. So again, I think he went all natural here, fully biological, no augments. I don't think he cheated bringing a bot in or anything like that. Now, Hans Niemann has given yet another interview going more in depth on cheating allegations.
I have never cheated on the board.
From his past. Hikaru brought up that he was banned by chess.com for cheating in some matches, and Hans Niemann does confirm that when he was younger, he did cheat in some online matches. He says they were unrated matches. It was back when he was younger, trying to grow his stream, and he had
Okay, I mean that's a good argument, bro. I'm glad that he's being open and honest with it. You know what I'm saying? Being open and honest is great, especially when like this is something that happened in your past and it's no longer here. Like, who cares? Just be honest and open with it, dude. Like, I hacked in Minecraft, bro. I hacked in Minecraft all the time, bro. Like, it was fun to hack in Minecraft. I can't even lie to you, but it was still bannable, and I got banned many times for it.
cheated back.
But once again, I was a kid, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do things in our past that, like, we would not do now. And even if we did do now, it would be in a different context.
When he was like 12 years old as well, in, again, online format, but has said he has never cheated in over-the-board chess. And this was very brave of him to be so open with his past of cheating online, because that's just one of those things that you don't really see a lot of people just tackle headstrong. That's something a lot of people bury. And I guess he was kind of forced to here since it was brought to light. But I still think being that transparent with it is pretty impressive, even if it is to the detriment of his career. I don't know how it's going to affect it going forward. Him being that open, I think, is pretty strong. And he is defending the legitimacy of his over-the-board career. In response to Hans Niemann's interview, Chess.com put out a statement saying that he will remain banned and that they had evidence that contradicts some of the statements he made, but Chess.com has yet to put forth that evidence for people to see. So as of right now, he's still
very interesting,
and the evidence is hidden. And now I want to make it clear, not every Grandmaster is saying that Hans cheated. It's some of them that are standing strong that it's very suspicious how he beat Magnus. Some of them are claiming that all of his moves are a little too in line with moves that the chess bot. But there are still a lot that support Hans, saying that, you know, Magnus just didn't play that well that day. So it's really just full back and forth here. But since the anal bead theory broke, there was even an offer for Hans Niemann to play naked for $1 million to prove he didn't cheat. This anal bead theory is what's really taken hold from the cheating scandal here. And it all started as a meme. I don't think a lot of these publications did their due diligence here. The anal bead theory was just kind of a joke on the chess subreddit. There was very few people that legitimately...
Okay, so it's not like a real thing. Or at least it wasn't a real thing. Like, it was brought up as a joke. Yeah, that's what I thought, man, because it's such a crazy explanation.
Believed it. They just started talking about it just because it was silly. But a lot of these publications have picked it up as if it's something believable. And yeah, theoretically, it could exist, but I still find it very unlikely that it does.
Yeah, exactly.
But the point is, it started as just a joke that's now become something much bigger. And Hans Niemann said he'll fucking play naked to prove he hasn't cheated. Like, he's being a good sport about the anal bead stuff. He said he'll just play full bare-ass chess to prove that he is an innocent man when it comes to over-the-board chess games. Now, I'd like to just briefly give my opinion on Magnus Carlsen's tweet, because that's what really turbocharged all these cheating accusations here. He made that tweet and then went complete radio silence. He hasn't spoken out about this since, when he's the one that really, you know, kicked a shit in the septic tank here and let it fester. I think it's a little, you know, embarrassing to make that tweet and then have no follow-up. He just very slyly insinuates Hans may have been cheating. He withdraws from the tournament, which is no small thing, mind you. That's a big gesture. But refuses to actually come in here and give his stance on it when he's the one that kind of started most of it. I think that's a little sad. I would like if Magnus Carlsen would elaborate on why he made that tweet and what it's exactly in reference to. Is he accusing Hans of cheating? Does he think Hans cheated? Or did everyone misinterpret his tweet? I don't like the ambiguity of it. I would really appreciate, and I think most people would appreciate, if he elaborated a bit on his position, since he's the one that, you know, he threw out the first move here going for like a scholar's mate, potentially. So why not explain it a little more thoroughly? You know, tell us the line. But anyway, I just wanted to quickly get that.
I agree with that, bro. I think he should explain more about why he thinks he cheated and like what he cheated with. You know what I'm saying? I think he should definitely talk about it more
out there, because, you know, I feel kind of strongly about that. But overall, I don't think he cheated, but we'll never fully know. No one will ever.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever know, honestly, unless there's like proof of it. But yeah, dude, that's my opinion on it, dude. I think he could have cheated. I don't know, man. Like, it's such a weird situation, dude. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And I will see you all in the next video, dude. I have no clue what to think about this situation. It's all super crazy, dude.